Hello, and welcome to the No Limit Podcast, where every week we've got 3 fresh topics. Yeah, imagine me doing that.
I thought you were going to go the whole way with it.
Nah, we ain't doing
What would
that.
have been your job?
We ain't been in this vibe in a minute. Hold on a second.
All right, now.
You weren't ready for it.
It's over now.
You didn't know it was coming?
No. The beater.
It's beater season. It's the very end of beater season. I'm getting one more in.
What's the vibe of the black beater?
Yo, welcome to the No Limit Podcast, also known as the Eddie and Any Show, also known as the No Limit Podcast, because you're here with 2 pretty-ass white dudes, Any Bull and the descendant of Attila the Hun. No Limit Eddie, what up?
What up? What is the difference between a black beater and a white beater? What's the energy difference?
Black beater energy is like, if you're wearing a black beater in the gym, you will throw around the heaviest weight on every exercise that you've ever done.
It's like GTA San Andreas. When you start out, CJ's got the white beater. Once you get in the gym, you start getting ripped. You start buying the black beaters at the store. That's exactly 100%. What it's like.
Black beaters, they slim down the inside. Arms look bigger. That's all day. White beaters, that's like starter pack.
Yeah, the starter pack.
How was Vegas? Vegas was pretty good. For those that don't know, No Limit audience, No Limit Eddie, living up to his moniker, took a nice trip out to Vegas. It was fun. It really was a good time. This time, I went out there with my dad. Last time, I went by myself. So this time, because I was there with somebody, got more shit done than just gambling. Got to see some cool sights. Went to the Love Beatles show, Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, shit. Shout out.
Fire. Boom. Right there.
Who knew? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was a really good time. Definitely. I think next time I go, I want to stay at the Venetian, though, because I want to get ridden around on one of those boats.
And you said you didn't want to go with your dad ever again, right? Nah, Big had a good time?
Yeah, he had a good time.
Fire.
Got some fire pics.
New
Facebook profile pics.
Yeah.
100%.
Next Facebook profile pic.
Gonna come out of nowhere. That's what he said. He was like, I never post on Facebook. Gonna just come out of nowhere with the fire Vegas pics.
And you know that picture is gonna be his profile pic for the next decade. That Joan ain't coming down.
Never. All right, so do you got the topics for us today, or you don't remember?
Nope, not at all.
Well, I came in fucking hot. Like,
I could tell.
We hit the button. We're ready to record. I'm ready to go. Like, I got the topics ready to rip.
Let's go.
And the first one, I might not even introduce all 3 of them before we have to go into the first one, because when people hear it, they might turn it off right now.
Really?
Because we could possibly seriously be canceled.
So, all right, so it's going to be like an incognito
so the first
topic. This should be an incognito topic. Just call it something else.
Nah, listen. I'm going to just drop it on you like this. We've only been through how many episodes of this podcast? Almost 50, right?
Almost 50, but really like 30.
Yeah. Almost 50 episodes. So I feel like it's not that much. We feel like it's a lot, but it's not that much. So I do got to drive this home just one more time, especially before topics like this. We are the No Limit Podcast. You are going to hear about topics on this podcast. You are going to hear opinions on this podcast that you're not going to hear anywhere else. That every other podcaster, every other broadcaster is too scared to put their neck out there on the line and talk about. So with all that being said, the only place you're going to hear about this, we're going to give our opinions on the arrival of Afghan refugees in our home city of Philadelphia. And we do have 2 other topics, but I want to burst right into that one because I don't want to leave you on the cliff any longer. We're going to get right into it.
The First on the Ground podcast.
Okay. So you didn't know much about it,
no,
but I told you about it.
Yes.
The situation is that I'm sure many people have seen those planes loaded up from Afghanistan, mostly with Americans in it, but there were a few that were completely full of Afghanistan refugees who were put on these planes, flown out of their country as the United States military exited, and they're being brought to various locations around the United States. One of them happens to be Philadelphia, and we'll get into a little bit later how I kind of deciphered that. But one more thing before we really get into it.
That's not even public knowledge?
No, it probably is, but I found out about it through that more obscure way. But before we get into that, another thing kind of just overarching about the podcast is that, see, now you made me lose my train of thought, and I was completely ready to go with that. So basically, we talked about No Limit, how you're going to hear about topics that are No limit, exactly. But another thing is that, don't forget, base level opinions here. absolutely uninformed opinions, base level knowledge, only know
Base
about
level knowledge.
what's
I
been
just found
pumped
out
to me
about this.
through the TV, through the social media waves. I haven't done any research of my own, but I'm still going to talk about it to give you a complete, outsider's perspective.
Right, and I got the rundown from you, and that was how you heard about it. So this is like really
Exactly.
okay. So we're just shit talking.
Yeah. So
We're just
get
shooting
it.
shit.
So
Go on.
how I heard about it, we'll get into it, is that I saw. I'm not sure. I do not think it was on 9/11. I think it was the day before 9/11.
9/10.
I saw a bunch of people from the Philly area posting that there were Afghan refugees at a Center City hotel sick with COVID, and they needed supplies, and here was the list of supplies that you could go and donate to these people. Now, whether I wanted to donate or not, I was in the city of sin, Las Vegas. I could not possibly do that, so leave me out of this. But that's what post I saw that guaranteed to me that Afghan refugees are here in Philadelphia. I had already heard that beforehand, but I didn't hear anything about specifically where they were staying or any of that sick with COVID stuff until I seen these posts from people saying that we should go donate these materials. So after I presented all that information to you, Andy Bull, how do you feel about it?
Now, I said it on the mic, but I don't know if it picked up. I said, I like how you covered your ass back there. You're in Vegas, so you couldn't donate. Like, you were ready to give them 3 boxes of fucking Tasty Cakes and some Powerade. But you don't think that maybe they're being put up in hotels and, like, people are donating to them, like, out of kind of, like, the kindness, like, somebody's kindness? You know what I mean? Like, maybe, like, they were able, like, there was room for some people, and maybe they were lucky, or they knew somebody, or they just got out, and now they're here with nothing. And it's like, now,
well, the thing is, I think those people that were being specifically talked about, they were all sick with COVID, so they were quarantined at that hotel. I think that was the deal there.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, but it's not like the hotel was even taking care of them into that. Like, they weren't getting, like, food from the hotel.
You don't have to play devil's advocate. Tell us how you really feel about it.
I kind of don't really have an opinion on it because I really don't know. Like, I don't know who these people are. I don't know why they've been taken from Afghanistan. I have no idea. And I kind of think that maybe we just kind of did that because we were leaving them in a bad situation. If we can take some people, we can. Before we fucking bounce, we'll take some of these, but we can't take everybody. And, like, why not take some of, like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Now, here's what I'll say about it. Obviously,
that was what my first thought was.
Yeah, your first thought, and you kind of alluded to it already, that maybe they just got lucky, knew somebody, someone's being kind, giving them these spots in hotels. Yeah. And I'm sure that there's some out there that if they weren't sick with COVID, or like you said, they knew somebody, I'm sure they got set up in a situation, whatever. I don't know. We don't know nothing about it. But the first thing that people are going to argue, like what you said, how they're getting these supplies and they're getting this free housing and shelter and all that, is there's people in America who are going through problems that aren't getting that type of assistance.
Correct.
There's people that are homeless. There's people that are without these items that they were asking for these refugees. But that's not the argument that I want to get into, because, like, we're not assholes here. We're just No Limit. We're willing to speak about it. But as far as people eating and getting basic human stuff, however you come across that, please continue to come across that. I do not want you to stop coming across your basic human needs for any reason. What I want to talk about, though, is, do you really believe, and this is what I said, it's kind of hidden in plain sight. Now, it's weird because, little tangent here, earlier, started watching a new show called Superstore. In that show, there's a dude named something, but he's a refugee from a Middle Eastern country. And they kind of make jokes in the show about, like, there's one guy who's very weary of him, who's sketchy about him, and he's always asking him, like, hey, what were you doing outside? Whatever, like, because, playing up that Middle Eastern.
This is a new show?
Is it a new show? No, it's kind of old.
I was
a little
say,
bit old.
Because they're doing those jokes?
Nah, it's not old, but it's from past 2010.
I'm surprised.
So it's funny because then he started saying things about the real refugee immigration process that I didn't know about. So I actually do know something. Shit? Yeah, I'm learning shit from this show as we're about to talk about this on the podcast today. So apparently,
it's a wild coincidence.
They vet them right? Like normally any refugee that comes from a country, like they're going to do a background check on you. They see what you've been doing throughout your entire life and just make a decision on whether you can come in or not. I do not know if that happened with these particular ones because they were just in a hurry to get out of Afghanistan, looking to help anybody they could.
But do we know they were in a hurry?
Yeah, for sure. They
But they didn't get their processing done or anything. Also, like were they in that much of a hurry? They went right from Afghanistan to this hotel, or did they go to some processing and were like, all right, yeah, these people are there?
See, now that's what I'm thinking about because my thought on it, I'm ready to get to it now. You really don't think of all the people that are over there in Afghanistan, and this is what I might be canceled for because I'm just going to throw out a scenario out there that is very no limit. You don't think that of all the people in Afghanistan that got on that plane to come over here, that there's not one guy or girl who is associated with the Taliban or ISIS or any of those other terrorist groups that thought maybe these planes are leaving my country to go to America, who I hate. I'm going to dress like a civilian and I'm going to figure out a way to get over to America with ill intentions. You don't think there could be one person who did that?
Oh, there could be one.
There could be one. There could be a few.
I thought you said you're telling me not all of them have connections. You're saying out of all the people who went, you're telling me not like there wasn't one person that might have done that.
Yeah. I'm talking about one guy. I'm not saying that
that's
they
definitely possible. Why wouldn't it be possible?
Exactly.
100% possible.
But then I heard about on that show that the vetting process and all that, but I'm not sure if that's how it went down this time just because they were kind of in a rush to get out of there.
Okay.
And with COVID going on, like if a dude has COVID, are they going to bring him into the fucking interrogation room or are they just going to put him in the quarantine room and worry about it later?
But I gotta imagine that these people have to get social security numbers. They have to, get some kind of citizenship.
Yeah, they do. I wonder if they have to take the citizenship test. Because if you just kind of like, if you come over here from an already developed country, like you go to your local airport, you fly over, and then you're either working here, you marry somebody, you get citizenship that way, you have to take a citizenship test where they ask you a bunch of questions about the history of the United States. Now, these refugees were brought over here because their situation was dire, so they needed to be brought over here. Do they make them take the citizenship test? I don't think so.
That's a wild thing that you have to do, a citizenship test. Can you tell us what year our Declaration of Independence was signed?
High school, I
you
took
can't
it.
live here then. Like,
High school, I took
concept?
it. The first day of history class,
Did you
the
pass?
teacher said, take out a piece of paper, started asking questions, didn't say where they were from. Dude, the whole class got like a 20. Nobody in the class knew the answer to these questions. And all he asked was the citizenship
so like, you were like in classes
questions.
like with smarter kids, like smarter than the average kid.
Yeah, and kids who probably like loved the country and shit too, to be honest.
Damn,
not everybody,
crazy.
but
20s.
there were definitely people that did.
Yeah, wow. Do you love the country yet?
I do. I'm appreciative that I live in the most free country that the world has ever seen.
I don't know, like, and I know, like,
but I'm not like
America
patriot guy.
America has its problems for sure, and I think that the world has its problems, and I think that if you live in America and you don't see it for what it is, of like literally it is the greatest country in the world. Mm-hmm. Like by and large, it's just the greatest. It's just the greatest. So like if you can't appreciate it, just acknowledge it has its problems and things can be fixed. But at the end of the day, if you have like mind, body, and it's like if you have everything healthy, there's nothing wrong with you. Like you really do have a shot to pretty much do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. If nothing's holding you back, you really can make your own moves. It's all up to you. You can get good grades in school. You can study. You can get a job. You can do this. You can do that. You are in complete control of what you do.
Where's that water?
I think that's the best. Plus, we have capitalism, so it's a free market. There's no crazy rules. I mean, there's crazy rules, but you know what I mean.
Thank you.
America
definitely the best.
Best country. It's just the best country. USA. I love it. That really is what it is.
Got no shame being from here.
Nope. Nope, not at all. And you can make the argument that like us sitting in these chairs are gonna have this perspective of it because of like how we grew up and stuff like that. But like that's my perspective on life. That's just how I grew up in a middle class house and that was it.
And
Not
with
fancy.
the recent passing of the date of 9/11, right, and especially being the 20-year anniversary.
Yeah, it's already a touchy area. Like,
Especially
time
being
period.
a 20-year anniversary. Yeah, like I said, I noticed that post about bringing them supplies and all. That was pretty close to 9/11. They had, honestly, like, they don't have anything to do with each other. The fact that those people need supplies and 9/11 happening, they have nothing to do with each other. But I don't know. I just feel like it's a touchy subject to even post anything that is remotely touchy surrounding it near those dates.
Because it's supposed to be like September 11th is really like a day for like American unity and like Americans for other Americans, and you know it's all nationalism fucking to the nth degree.
It's like, I think, like, shortly after the date of 9/11, years later they wanted to build a mosque near there, and they just weren't having it. It's another deal like that. It's like, they don't have anything to do with each other for real, but it's just something that you kind of just can't do it.
Yeah, like a mosque there would have just been in bad taste, kind of. You know,
it's just something you can't. They don't have nothing to do with each other. Mm-hmm. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
But also, you know, there's people that think 9/11 happened with people knowing about it. People that think, you know, whether they caused any of it or not, that the government just failed that day, right? So the United States government would like to have you believe, right? Their number one story for you to take away from 9/11 is that it was carried out by,
Apparently it was Saudi Arabia's government.
I don't even want to say Al-Qaeda because, like, I don't want to be wrong on that. I know we had beef with Al-Qaeda, but did they do 9/11?
I heard that today.
I was 5 years old. I don't know. But they would have you believe that someone from over in the Middle East did the whole thing. They had nothing to do with it. Their hands were off. The government didn't fail. It just, you know, bad things happen, whatever. And if you want me to really believe that, whatever, let's say you set that in my mind hard enough, then how can I really not think that someone from that country would devise a plan to sneak on one of these refugee planes and come over here with ill intentions?
Yeah, I mean,
one person could easily do that. And I'm not, you know, I'm putting my neck out there on the line to say that I thought about that. Because if you look at me after saying that and think that I'm completely wrong or I'm completely out of left field for that, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. There's no way around it.
I think most people would agree with you.
That there could be somebody with ill intentions that came over.
For sure.
Definitely.
I think most
that
people
somehow got a new identity, that made it through the vetting. That,
I mean, you're honestly just in denial about humans, about how the human mind. If you don't think that somebody could have that, people do fucked up things all the time. People do sick things all the time. Why are you putting it past that these people you don't know, this person you don't know, would do that? You have no idea. You have no idea what people you know are doing behind closed doors. You know, you have no idea.
Yep.
And people, like I said, fucking. You know, there's serial killers out there who rape dead bodies and kill people. Like, people do sick shit. So why wouldn't someone get on a plane that cause harm to a country that, who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People shoot up fucking movie theaters. People are sick.
That's usually dudes with, like, orange, purple hair, though.
Yeah, it's usually white guys.
For real. It's definitely usually white guys. If you told me that you went to Portland and you filled up a plane full of fucking white dudes with orange hair, I'd be skeptical of at least a few of them guys too.
For sure.
Brought them to Philadelphia and just, like, you know.
Yeah, you're releasing prisoners.
Releasing prisoners?
Yeah.
Who's a prisoner?
People with red hair.
People.
Instant beef.
Yeah, but that's what goes to say, like, you could fill up a plane with a bunch of, like, I don't even know.
Plane with cement?
With anybody. And I'm not going to trust every person on the plane.
I don't trust you.
All right, let's go no limit and flip the topic to completely something different.
Where we go?
You know what the next one is.
Oh, you want to do the dudes one?
Yeah, 100%.
So can a dude call another dude cute?
Now, the reason
you have a story.
The reason that it came about is because I have a story, but I've been talking too much, so I don't want to go into the story yet. We'll tell the story during the topic. why, you know, this is even a topic. Can a dude, as a dude, straight dude, call another dude cute? Is it normal? Say you look good? Something along those lines. Let's hear about it.
So it's not normal. It's not normal unless you're fucking around. Like if you walked in and I'm like, damn, you're looking cute. Like, but I'm clearly fucking around. That's normal. But like if I was like, damn, Ed, you look cute today. You know, it would be like,
What's going on with you?
yeah, what? Are you fucking with me? Like you wouldn't even acknowledge it. Like if I really did say that to you, you wouldn't even acknowledge it as like me being serious because it would sound so fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was like, damn, that's like a good fit. Like
So
you wouldn't take that as weird. If I was like, damn, it's a good fit.
Yeah.
But if I was like, damn, you're cute. You'd be like, what?
So your argument is it ain't what you say, it's how you say it.
Yes. Now, yeah, if I was like, damn, that looking cute, like you would obviously know it's a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's obviously like I'm fucking with you, whatever. But yeah, if I was like dead ass saying, I think that's a little odd.
Yeah.
Now, like you can call a guy handsome, like there's nothing wrong. You know, that's whatever. Like it's dumb to know. You have to be like,
that's
real fucking weird.
That's the general overarching theme that I want to get into about it. Is that like a girl will say to a girl, "Oh, you look good. You look pretty." Whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
All the time. Even to the point where like a straight girl will say to another straight girl and go over the top, go no limit, and like be like, "Wow, you really look amazing." Like your butt is fucking popping. Like they will go in
Girls.
as two straight women telling each other how good each other looks. And as dudes, that's just not part of our culture.
No.
Now
But I also
think
think like calling a girl pretty is the same thing as like it's like you know, pretty is like the default, like, oh, she's pretty. It's like a description. Like, oh, it's a handsome guy. It's not like an ugly guy, it's a handsome guy. She's not an ugly girl, it's a pretty girl. You know, it's like a base description. But yeah, you're right. Like it's really not
based.
like
Don't panic.
I know girls that like they'll just kiss each other. I know girls who have made out with each other. I like and just for fun. It doesn't mean nothing. They just fuck around. Like they just like doing it.
Girls making out, bro.
Bruh. But like imagine like you're with your boy at the bar and you just kissed on the cheek. Like
See it.
yeah, hard as shit though. Took pictures like that, like put a picture up on your story.
Yeah, that's
you know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah, that is true.
That'll
Girls
never
do that
happen. That'll never happen.
So, the story that inspired it was that while I was in Vegas, late night at a casino,
Yeah.
groups of guys walking past each other. One with more than the other. Like one group had like 4 or 5 guys. One was just 2 guys, I think. And somebody from the 2 guys said to one of the 4 or 5 guys something along the lines of like, "You're looking good, you're looking cute," or something. And it was instant beef.
Though? Was he fucking around?
I don't know. Like I was just kind of walking past and just saw the beef start.
Okay.
And I know that he said something along the lines like, "You're looking good, my man," or something like that. And it was just instant beef right there on the casino floor, right by the fucking Ghostbuster slot machine, right by the fucking video poker. Instant beef.
So either way, whatever context it's in, it's hilarious. If he was like fucking him, was like, "Yeah, you look real cute," that's even funny. But if he really was just like, "You're cute," and he just got mad and they had a beef, that's even fucking
both
funnier.
parties were probably intoxicated.
Did anything go down?
Nah, it was honestly kind of quick. It wasn't.
So they didn't fuck.
No, I don't think so. I actually went over after and said to the guy who said he was cute, I was like,
I think
but that's what sparked it, because when I saw that, I thought about what you're thinking about. Like, did he say it to be funny? Did he say it dead serious? Like, and that's what made me think of it as a topic. But I do agree that the overarching thing is funny too, that girls, the opposite sex, they do so much shit that just
Your
as a
butt
dude
is
would never
popping.
be acceptable. Yeah, like they would say, "Your butt's popping right now. I love that dress. Where'd you get it? Shein?" Shein should pay us to sponsor on the podcast, because we haven't bought one view.
Facts. We have not bought one view.
Every individual view to No One Podcast is a new person clicking it and enjoying at least a section of this pure
Enjoying the
entertainment.
section. Seeing the beater and wondering what's up. Mm-hmm. You know, when they start this podcast, they see you in a button-down shirt, and then you know, like if they never watched before, they scrub to the middle just to see like if it keeps going, like just for knowledge. And you're in the beater, like, all right, what happened? Then they're going back, and they're like, all right, when do you lose it? But yeah, I don't know. It is a weird thing, because it's not ever been a thing. Like we've been hanging out with the same group of friends since we were like 5 years old, right?
Right.
nothing like that has ever transpired between anybody. But like girls are way different.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's just how they interact. It's like actually a whole different way of life.
Shout out
What
to
if you
girls,
woke up
man.
tomorrow? What if you woke up tomorrow and it was just flipped? Like that's how all dudes acted and girls are just like real
Alternate
stern.
universe.
Yeah. But
What's
like
gonna-
nothing happened.
What's going to be the first thing? Bonus
Wait, how would
topic.
you act if it happened to you? The
What?
Vegas thing.
If a dude was like, you look
Yeah.
good, I honestly would probably fuck him. No. I would honestly probably just be like, thanks.
Thanks.
Because I wouldn't, you know.
What if the gay community was that
I just
easy?
said
Because you know, like
thanks.
the stereotype is like
Keep 'em
guys are
pushing.
like chronically horny and all they want to do, like the only thing stopping them from fucking everything is like girls. Like girls just stop them from like denying
Yeah.
them. What if the gay community was that easy? Like you're cute and they just fuck. Like because dudes are just that horny.
Oh, because both parties are just horned up.
That's all it took.
That's funny as shit, yo.
Yeah, I don't know. It would have been funny if they fought.
What was I going to say, though? I was about to give a bonus topic. I had a whole
boner
bonus
topic.
Boner topic.
Boner. 69.
Nah, go to the next one, though. If I'm not going to hit the bonus, then we got to go to the next one.
I don't even know what the next one
We're
was.
staying top quality horny with the next topic.
What's the next topic?
We are keeping the horny levels high on this podcast.
Oh, is it the one, the
Yeah,
call-in?
if you were, the call-in.
Call-in topic?
Bridget from Philadelphia called in with,
Shout
if
out.
you were an actor or actress and forced to play a role in a romantic movie where you had to interact sexually with your co-star.
Now, she said kissing, but we can go to whole 9.
So what was her exact quote?
She said, would you get weird if you were an actor in a movie? Would you get weird if you had to like passionately kiss somebody? Like, would you feel weird about it? Like, just like somebody, it's your first day on set and like, all right, we're doing this scene today.
And my response was,
No, I think that's not how it goes down.
I
but-
firmly believe that if you know going into it that you're going to be kissing this person, passionately having scenes with this person, that you guys are just going to fuck beforehand and get it out the way. Because whether you find the other person attractive or not, you have to do that in the movie. And there's a thing called method acting. If a method actor is involved in
Yeah,
the
you're
movie,
talking about, like, Daniel
they're definitely fucking the co-star.
Now, I definitely think that that's probably gone down. Like when they were doing Shrek, like Mike Myers and Cameron Diaz probably banged. You know what I mean?
No way, stop.
Dude, they had to be in love. Shrek and Fiona. That wasn't fake, bro. That wasn't fake. Nah, but that
You've
is,
seen Shrek, bro. That's real love.
bro, that's real love, bro. Come on.
You
Fiona,
think she fucked Farquaad,
Fiona
Toto?
was thick, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, why were people always hating on her when she became the
Am I remembering her
Shrek
wrong?
thing? She was thick then.
Yeah, I don't.
Fiona as the princess was just supposed to be your like generic good-looking woman, but then when Fiona became
The ogre, she just got
ogre,
bad.
she just got thick. Yeah, she became a pog.
Yeah, she got
Pretty ass green girl, a peg,
I feel all right, Shrek.
fat
I
ass
haven't
too
thought
with
about
the
that.
ph.
Yeah, so I think that I could easily make out with like an actress
not get
just
weird?
For like, yeah,
So like you're saying you
Like-
don't fuck them beforehand,
nah, yeah, just
and
show up.
you show up for the scene
For
and
a
you just
kiss.
make out with them.
Now a sex scene would be different, probably.
Well, a sex scene, you're not gonna really have to fuck them. You're gonna
I
just
don't know
have to
why
be in the
people
bed.
don't.
Because they can't legit
Method
film
acting,
that.
bro. What do you
They
mean?
can't
Why
film that and have
why?
it in the movie.
Why?
Because
Don't tell nobody.
even a rated R movie can't have
Bro, you
like
don't gotta-
penetration.
I'm not talking. This ain't fucking red tube. I'm not talking about getting like the undershot of the dick in the fucking pussy. I'm just talking about like people in a fucking bed, you know, like with a sheet. You know, like
Right.
how they have the like they don't show nothing, but like they're still having a sex scene. Like, why don't people just fuck?
So you want the
It'd be way more realistic.
entire production crew is right there, 3 cameras dudes holding
They
lights.
do it in porn every
dudes
day.
holding umbrellas.
They do it in porn every day.
And you just really get down and clap somebody's cheeks right in front of them.
They do it in
You
porn
know,
every day.
when they film those scenes, they're only filming probably at most 20 to 30 seconds at a time, and it's all getting cut up together.
Yeah, but if you're a good actor, it'd be one continuous shot. Did you ever see 1917? The whole movie's one shot. That's how I'm trying to.
1917 is not one shot.
Yes, it is.
It's not. They make it look like that, but
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
that's the way it should be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy movies like that when it's all one shot.
1917 is a great movie. Shout out that movie. If you haven't seen 1917, right after this podcast is over, please go watch that. That's a fire movie. You had to see that in theaters, though. That was a great one to see in theaters. I'm a big theater head.
Is that like Dunkirk?
Nah, Dunkirk's just a regular war movie.
I think that if I was in that situation, that I would go the route of just saying to my co-star, yo, can we just get this out of the way?
If
beforehand?
you could replace the main actor in any movie with yourself,
Knowing that that's going to happen,
what?
that you're going to fuck the co-star.
No.
So you're
No,
just
I'm just talking about in general.
In general.
You're horny. You
started
wanna fuck your
talking about that
co-star
fucking
so bad.
interaction in the casino. Started sweating behind my knees.
What if you were like Brokeback Mountain? No, what if you?
I never seen that movie.
I never seen that movie either. Apparently, it's like 4 hours long. I just found out. Someone just
Probably
told
real
me
good.
that. If you could replace any main actor in a movie, the main actor, right?
Yep.
In a movie with yourself. So Edward Menor is now the movie. Like you are the main actor in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
What movie would you pick?
See, I want to go with. I want to go with a freaky one because then you get to experience something crazy and you don't have to live that forever. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to become that actor in real life, right? You just get to only live the movie and then go back to just being Eddie after that.
No, you're an actor. Like you're an actor. Like if say you wanted to be an actor, but like you like
All
your
right, so
breakout role was this
So
movie.
if I pick like Tom Cruise in a movie, that means that I gotta just assume the whole life of Tom Cruise.
No. Like so, if you pick Mission Impossible 1, Mission Impossible is now Edward Menor's movie franchise, not Tom Cruise's. You're the Mission Impossible guy.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean? So if I wanted to be in Lord of the Rings, it's not Elijah Wood. I'm Frodo. Danny Gonnet. You know what I mean? That's who plays Frodo.
Then I would be. Well, now you're making me think of just long term. I would only either be one of two people then. I would be Harry Potter in Harry Potter, or I would be, or I would be Dominic Toretto, Vin Diesel. Bro, that would be a good one. Look at me in the beater. Me as Vin Diesel's character in all the Fast and Furious.
No,
that's
you
fire.
as Harry Potter is fucking classic.
Harry, come get your porridge. I don't know nothing about those movies, bro.
I would get your porridge.
That has nothing to do with it.
Bro, what are they fucking... The Bernstein Bears?
Another Mandela effect, the Bernstein Bears. Yep.
Shout out. Bro, I'm pissing myself. You'd be the worst Harry Potter ever. Holy shit.
Yo, I have a scar on my head.
Yeah, why are you Harry Potter, bro?
I have a scar on my head. Hit in the head with a bat in the 6th grade. Now you know that about me, No Limit audience.
No Limit story. I feel like I would go way
Dude,
different.
why
with
did
it.
I just touch that? Now my head hurts.
I would go like This Is the End, like Seth Rogen and This Is the End. That would be like, see, like I want to go something like funny like that because that's like a good ass movie. Like
Yeah.
regardless of it being like a funny movie, like it's a good premise. Like they all play themselves. Like it's like a Hollywood party that fucking the
Yeah.
world splits in half and like monsters are roaming the world and they get really like they live that shit, right? So that's a good ass topic or a good ass movie.
Yeah, but you're doing what I was thinking at first, because at first I was going to say Tom Cruise in Eyes Wide Shut, because then I get to experience that weird-ass thing, but then go back to my regular life afterward, and I don't have to be Tom Cruise the guy. That's what you're saying right now about the Seth Rogen character, and This Is the End. You just want to experience that one movie.
No, like that would be in my catalog of movies. This Is the End. Danny Gonnet stars in This Is the End. and then I would be in King Kong Skull Island.
And I seen you got me tripping on this topic because
See, and then like
I'm thinking of the movie really happening to you, not being just
I was
filmed
like,
around
you're
you.
the Hollywood
Yeah.
actor. Like I'm getting nominated for an Oscar.
Then
you know
I'd
what I
still
mean?
take Potter and Toretto
Yeah,
because I want the bread for the whole series.
Nah, see, like I would want to do shit like This Is the End, and then like American Psycho, like one-offs, but like good-ass movies. I feel like American Psycho would be a fire one to do.
American Psycho, that's where he's the serial
Christian Bale?
killer.
It's like
No,
in the
that's
80s.
Christian Bale. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking. Wasn't there a movie with Seth Rogen where he's like a reporter that goes to talk to a serial killer, or he is the serial killer? I don't know.
Seth Rogen?
I think it is. I think it was like a role for him that was like, nah, maybe it's Jonah Hill. I don't know. Because Jonah Hill does like to play a serious role now and then.
If you do want to see a good Seth Rogen movie, Observe and Report. I feel like it's like an underrated movie.
Boom, Seth Rogen movie that he might have actually fucked his co-star.
Zach Amiri?
No, not that one. What's the other one where he gets the blonde girl pregnant? The hot blonde girl.
Knocked Up.
Knocked up.
Yo, you know something fucked up?
Did they really get the fuck?
Seth Rogen in that movie, his character is supposed to be like 24 years old. He looks like he's like 36.
Yeah.
He looks old as shit to be 24 years old. But yeah, he's supposed to be a 24-year-old dude.
And she's supposed to be the same?
No, I don't think so. She's
Yeah.
like I don't know. She's like on.
But a movie
News,
like
maybe,
that,
I
do
don't
you
know.
think Katherine Heigl and Seth Rogen fucked?
No.
You don't think?
No.
Dude, they don't care about looks when it comes to that shit. They just want to kill the tension.
You think that really happens like that?
I think it definitely does.
I don't know, dude. You don't know nobody in Hollywood. How would you
I
make
mean,
that
if you
claim?
got a wife and a family and shit, like it probably doesn't happen. But if you're both single actors, you're probably just gonna do it. Especially if it's like real serious, like Titanic. Whoever Rose's actress was,
Winslet.
Kate Winslet and Leo DiCaprio, they definitely fucked in real life for that role.
You think if they don't fuck before the movie, they fuck after? After all that tension been built up?
Maybe. And
Like,
I'm pretty
you guys
sure
look so good together. You
I'm
guys look
pretty
so
sure-
good together on screen. Like, it's just all this built up shit.
wasn't even born, so I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that during the movie, DiCaprio and Kate Winslet were like
You were
a thing
born.
in real life. When did it drop?
Like 99.
When it was being filmed, I was like fucking 3 months old, bro. And I think
Yeah.
when it was being filmed was when they were together,
Maybe.
which could have been like a Hollywood thing to promote the movie, but the world may never know.
That's a good movie.
Remember those commercials?
Mm-hmm.
With the
They
Al?
stopped showing
Look
them.
at
They
the
showed them
Tootsie Pop.
forever.
Yo,
Like, they
you-
were still, like, they were old ass commercials from, like, the 70s, and, like, they were showing them, like, when we were kids.
You know what I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if I want to blow it as a topic for this week because we already have covered 3.
Blow to load.
But
Bonus. There's
what-
the bonus.
Here's the bonus topic. What shows or commercials? Because we talked about it last week. I was talking about Cheers. What shows or commercials that you would wake up in the middle of the night and they are on would scare you? For me, it was Cheers, the show about the bar. I don't know why. Just something about those characters. They just looked at 4 o'clock in the morning when I woke up as a young buck. They just looked crazy to me. And the music, when everybody knows your name, it just freaked me out. Cheers scared me. So there goes mine. What's yours?
I don't know if it, like, necessarily scared me, but, like, I would wake up in the middle of the night, it'd be, like, 4:15 a.m., right? In the summer. Like, it's, like, prime time, middle of the night sleep. And, like, Squidbillies would be on, Adult Swim. You know what Squidbillies is?
I know Adult Swim shows would scare me too. But
I'd be like, this has to get off my television now. Like, this can't be on it for any. C-Lab 2021 was another weird one. That was on Adult Swim. Adult Swim had some, and then Adult Swim always had, like, broke it up with those drops, like, in between shows where it'd be like the black text and it'd be like with, like, funky music behind it, like loud ass
Yeah.
basses, and then it would go into Squidbillies, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
speaking of loud shit,
George Lopez.
George fucking Lopez's
Why, though?
intro song
Why?
is so damn loud.
Why?
On any channel. It
Now-
doesn't matter what it's airing on. That thing will wake you up out of a deep sleep.
Why does everybody have that same connection to that show? Like getting woken up by the theme song.
Because they turned up the master on Lowrider to fucking 10 million when they
Banging song,
produced
no
the show.
limit song, an Any Bowl song, Lowrider. That's a fucking jam. That's
Any
one of-
Bulls taking a ride down the shore,
That's one of my
Lowrider
themes.
slaying.
That's one of my theme songs. Hell yeah. Low Riders playing
Now, the
loud.
best theme song is the Metallica song for
Yeah,
us.
that's a given. Wherever I may roam, that's the No Limit song. That's the official No Limit fucking theme song.
Wait till Halloween. We're going to drop a bomb on your heads.
Bomb. That one's gonna be crazy.
Bomb on your heads for
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, it's gonna
Stamp
be
that.
Stamp that. That's gonna be. We're gonna win Halloween, bro. We're gonna win Halloween.
Yeah,
we're gonna be
definitely.
cute.
All right, I gotta go tell a couple dudes they're cute. That's been it for this week's episode. We gave you that little bonus topic. We ain't gonna go in too long on it. Just a little bonus.
Facts.
Anything else to say to the fans?
Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the fucking YouTube already.
Nah, that is.
I
Subscribe
really
to the
had
YouTube.
enough of it, honestly. It's like, why? We have 762 people subscribed. There should be like
238
3,000.
more.
There should be like 3,000 of them.
238 more to start collecting that YouTube check. But that means we can't play no more like music and shit on here.
It's all right. 2 seconds out of your day. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help the pods out. Come on, guys. Come on. Please.
Come on. Podcast. Peace out.
Love yous.